Saw 3 is a 2006 horror film directed by Darren Lynn Bousman, who returns to direct after the second movie. The screenplay is by Lee Wanell, and the story is by Lee Wanell and James Wan. In this film, this is the third installment, and it came out October 27th, 2006, had a runtime of 108 minutes, had a budget of $10 million, and grossed $164.9 million at the box office. This was immediately green-lit after the successful opening of Saw 2, and what better way than to release it the following year. In this film, we find that still John Kramer is forcing his victims through precarious games and such, and you're trying to figure out what's going on. Well, John kind of puts a man through certain tests and kind of gives Jeff a series of tests in order to forgive after Jeff's son was killed by a drunk driver. Meanwhile, John's apprentice Amanda has kidnapped a doctor named Lynn and tasks her with keeping John, who was bedridden with terminal cancer, long enough for Jeff to complete his kind of, I want to say, his game, so to speak. Tobin Bell is great. We see Angus McFadden come back as Jeff. Shawnee Smith is back as Amanda. And Donnie Wahlberg is back as Eric Matthews. And it's very interesting because not only that, we see that Detective Hoffman is a new character, played by Constance Mandalore. And it's just really interesting. You would think that Saw 3, the tagline is "Legends or a legend never dies." Well, that's the aspect of how everything happens in this. A legend never dies. Well, I hate to break it to you, Jigsaw does die in this third film. Yes. And the aspect of how everything is going on is really, really weird. It's more gruesome. It's more in your face. It's more, I want to say, different. But it works so well. And trying to figure out what's happening. And you're like, okay, it's the aspect of the story that's working, but then it doesn't work, but then it kind of works when you find out the ending is really interesting and fun. It all comes together and works in the end, and how everything is, and the traps are crazy. We see Donnie Wahlberg's character of Eric Matthews return. The untimely fate of how this character meets its demise is really interesting. The traps are really interesting. The aspect of all these films is that the traps have to get better and better, especially from the first film and the second film. How can you do that? They did that with this third movie. The aspect of this third movie, I want to say, is more emotional, especially with the kind of relationship that Amanda and John have. And it's really different than what you usually see in the storyline. I mean, John, you think, is a serial killer. Well, yeah, he is a serial killer, but he's giving people, ways to survive. It's their choice, live or die, what he says. I enjoyed this film, but it was kind of misconstruing. It was, kind of being like, okay, there's 3 movies so far. What's going to happen? Well, it happens, and then all of a sudden that music kicks in, and then the whole non-linear events of everything trying to explain what's going on is the icing on the cake and the topper. It's really fun. It's really weird, but not the best in the franchise for being a third movie. For me, Saw 3 gets 3 out of 5 stars. Let me know in the comment section below what you thought about Saw 3. Did you like it? Did you not like it? What did you think of it? What did you think about the aspect of the story? Did you like how this story was? What did you like about it? What did you like about it? What was your favorite character? What was your least favorite character? And how do you think Darren Lynn Bousman did this time around? Did he direct this film better than the second one? Do you like that Lee Wanell is writing these stories? And, knowing that this was the last aspect of seeing John Kramer, do you think that they should have ended it right here with this third film? Let me know in the comment section below about all the questions I just asked. And be sure you click that subscribe button and hit that notification bell for new review videos on my channel. I will see you all in the next review video. I'm Mr. Filmstock, and thank you for tuning in.